Well, there are the triple jumpers bathed in sunshine, just as Jonathan was, what, 28 years ago? 11 days ago. That was the anniversary of his world record performance. It was a sultry afternoon. There was a bit of wind. There's hardly any wind in the stadium whatsoever. And it's not all about Teddy Tamgo. Teddy Tamgo, the third longest in history. We've also got the fifth longest jumper in history, Christian Taylor of the USA, who is the defending world champion. He's also the Olympic champion as well. There's the lineup. One of the greatest young talents in the world, Pedro Pablo Picado. Christian Taylor is on that page. Of course, he is the defending world champion as well as being the Olympic champion at just 23 years old. And then on page 2, the awesome talent of Teddy Tamgo. And Alexei Fedorov of Russia is going to be a great favorite as well. But it could be a classic. Some big distances could be recorded. Picado of Cuba, reigning world junior champion. He's just 20 years old. But he has the longest jump in the world this year, to his credit, 17.69 meters. He is an awesome talent. Good takeoff, good 3 phases as well, and already way over 17 meters. What a start by the young Cuban. Well, this is his first major international final. Doesn't seem to have any nerves at all. The exuberance of youth. Got a big cheer from the crowd. 17.38. He takes an early lead. Well, Christian Taylor of the United States has achieved an awful lot during his short international career. He's already the 5th longest in history. He's got a big lead to chase, and that looks a little short for the American. He has had some big jumps in his career. 17.96, of course, when he won the Olympic Games. A lot of people thought, and still think, that he will be the next 18-meter jumper. But there's also Teddy Tamgo in this competition, who could, if he gets it right today, go beyond 18 meters. Conditions virtually perfect. It's still, it's warm. Interesting teeth, and there it is, 16.99 for the American, in 3rd place for the time being. Well, the javelin virtually being held in shadows now. Over at the triple jump, they've still got some sunshine, keeping the athletes warm, looking after the spectators, and Tamgo wants this final to get off to an explosive start. Here goes the French triple jump ace. That looks more purposeful than he did in qualifying, and that is long. Gets a white flag. The speed wasn't exactly Bolt-esque, but it was much better, much zippier down the runway than he was in qualifying, where he jumped 17.40 odd. That's a cracking start for the Frenchman. 17.38 leads by Pedro Picado of Cuba. There it is, 17.65, the longest he's jumped this year, and he goes straight into 1st place. This is proving to be a very exciting triple jump final. Will Clay, first time we've seen him, but a pretty decent jump in the 1st round, 17.19 meters. Oh yes, that is good. He wasn't overjoyed with that jump, but it certainly is better than his 1st round, and that could move him up a couple of places, well, certainly 1 place anyway. Teddy Tamgo just behind Pedro Pablo Picado of Cuba. There it is, 17.33. The American goes into 3rd place, and Christian Taylor down to 4th. So Christian Taylor composes himself for this 2nd round jump. The world record was set 28 years ago in the 2nd round. Christian Taylor from America goes long. Oh, he goes very long, but immediately Absolutely immediately, the judge put the red flag up. I wonder if we'll get a replay of that. Yes, we will. It was a big foul, wasn't it? But it looked close to 18 meters. His coach is a guy called Rana Ryder, who coaches quite a few British athletes as well, but he's done a great job with Taylor, and there is the leader playing hard to get. Picadeau of Cuba leads this triple jump final. Well, back to the triple jump. We saw that monstrous foul by Christian Taylor, and I have been told by a pretty good source that it was almost 18 meters, may have even been in excess of 18 meters. Tamgo goes long as well. Oh wow, 2 fouls, and the leader, Picadeau of Cuba, just watching there. That was big, and it was a marginal foul as well. The source that told me that Christian Taylor's was over 18 meters was Jonathan Edwards, and believe me, he's a pretty cool customer, but he'll be keeping a very close eye on what's going on in the triple jump. Well, Will Clay of the USA, just very quietly, is moving along in this competition quite nicely. 17:33 in the second round. This is Clay's 3rd round jump, and it's long. That is further, surely. We haven't had the single big jump that we expected early on in this competition, but it is consistently very, very good indeed. Well, the positions at the moment: Picadeau 1768, Tamgo 1765, and Will Clay 1752, still in 3rd place. This is a terrific afternoon of athletics now. 3rd round of the triple jump. Can Tamgo get one on the board and go long? Oh, he's certainly gone long. Wow! And it's a red flag again. That was absolutely massive. That was one of the biggest jumps I've ever seen, including Jonathan Edwards' world record. Take a look at this again. I think unkindly I've been saying Jonathan Edwards' world record is 28 years old. It's 18 years old. Still a long time, but it was under threat there, wasn't it? Only just. That was in excess of 80 meters. But I wonder how far, we'll never know. Well, it's still this man who's in 3rd place, ahead of the defending world champion and the Olympic champion and his teammate and friend Christian Taylor. Clay goes long as well. Now, just looking at the stats from Teddy Tamgo's legal jump, and he did that into a 1.5 meter headwind, so conditions perhaps a little bit kinder to the athletes over there at the minute. But I'm still gasping from that jump. It was truly enormous. So Clay, 1738, very consistent. He's still in 3rd place. Now, can Teddy Tamgo get one on the board and go long once more? That's a little bit slower in terms of his approach. That was a much more measured approach on that occasion. Wow. This was more in the style of his qualifying jump the other day, where he strolled in, hit the board well, and went out to 1740 odd. This is long. The lead at the moment, of course, is still held by Picadeau at 1768. He's in 1st place by virtue of a better 2nd jump. Exactly the same distance as Pedro Pablo Picadeau of Cuba. But Tamgo's 2nd best jump, 1765, compared with Picadeau's 1738. So now it's game on. Boy, have we got a final in prospect. We're into the last 3 rounds now. This is the 4th round. And Tamgo, for the first time in this competition, is in the lead. The following wind just 0.2 meters per second. So perhaps now the Frenchman can really go for it in rounds 5 and 6. He's really gone for it in the previous 2 rounds, but he's just overcooked it a little bit. It certainly is a fascinating contest, and we're all waiting for what could be a bit of history as well. Tamgo leads with the same distance as Pedro Pablo Piquedo of Cuba. Will Clay is in 3rd place with his teammate and defending champion Christian Taylor sniffing at his heels in 4th. But here goes the man of the moment, Teddy Tamgo. He slowed things down a little bit in the last round. This is round 5. Is he going to go for it? Here goes the champion-elect. It's long again. But he gets the red flag again. He is teasing everybody. He knows he's in good form. He spent a couple of years out after an horrendous injury back in 2011. But he is back in full form, that's for sure. And 1768 is the longest jump we've seen, shared by Piquedo. But the Frenchman has the benefit of that 2nd longest jump of the competition so far. So the Cuban, he overcooked the 4th round, stuttered in his run-up, and it was below 17 meters. So what can he do this time? He was exuberant early on in the competition. It was 17:22 in fact. But he needs something big now if he's to go back into 1st place. And only one more jump to go after this one. Here goes the Cuban. It's good. It is good. A centimetre perhaps to spare. Oh, wow, that was a competitive bit of brilliance, but it might not be far enough. Can you tell? I certainly can't. Good takeoff on the board, a couple of centimetres to spare. Remember the magic figure, 17 minutes 68. It's 17:52. He has one more chance. The triple jump medals have been decided. Christian Taylor, the defending champion, has had his last jump. It was not far enough. So here goes Will Clay of the USA in 3rd place. And that is good. That is good. Well, the medalists are all so close together at the moment. Tamgo and Piquedo locked together on 1768, although Tamgo is in the lead by virtue of the best 2nd longest jump, and Will Clay is in 3rd place at 17:52. For so long the man who's been overshadowed by Christian Taylor, and there it is, 17:46. He will get the bronze medal. For so long overshadowed by Christian Taylor in the World Championships, the Olympics and the American Championships too, and now it's all about this guy. He is leading. He has had a jump, if not 2 jumps, over 18 meters, but they've both been fouls. If he overcooks his run-up, we know he's going to foul. But can he finish off with a flourish? He's got the gold medal. Will he want records as well? Oh! There is your answer. The irony of this situation is that a Cuban is in 2nd place, but is Jonathan Edwards' record still intact? But Teddy Tamgo is coached by a Cuban. We've only ever had 2 men who've jumped 18 meters legally. Mr. Edwards, 1829, Kenny Harrison, the former Olympic champion, and now Teddy Tamgo fulfills his destiny as an 18-meter jumper. There's still 1 jump to go in the competition, but 8 meters and 4 centimeters, the 3rd longest in history. Jonathan talking to Radio 5 Live, saying this guy is a great jumper, but hey, I'm still the world record holder, still the championship record holder too. Pedro Pablo Picado of Cuba, the greatest young talent in triple jumping. He's just 20 years old, but he's just seen one of the greatest jumps in history. And he's got to come back from that, otherwise it's a silver medal. It's long, but it's not long enough. So the world junior champion does not make it as a world senior champion. He gets a silver medal. He is a name for the future. One of the guys clapping down there was Renaud Lavillenie, the great pole vaulter. He's seen a fantastic competition. Instead of going high, they've gone long, and Teddy Tamgo has gone to one of the longest distances ever in triple jumping. What a finish to the competition. 1768, only a centimetre shy of his longest jump ever, but there is the champion. Coached by one of the great long jumpers of all time, Ivan Pedroso, 4 times the world champion. And he's got the rest of the season now to concentrate on possibly, I say possibly advisedly, possibly breaking the world record. But Jonathan Edwards still has that, and still has the championship record too. 18:04, what a magnificent jump. Picado in second place gets the silver medal, and Will Clay just ahead of his teammate, the defending champion Christian Taylor. Will Clay of the USA picks up the bronze.